can control. So what we have is like a transnational corporation, and the center of it, at operational level anyway, is in Europe. So a transnational corporation has a headquarters, and then it has subsidiaries in all the different countries. The headquarters dictates the policy which the subsidiaries then have to introduce and carry out. That's how this works. And that's how they are able to introduce the same changes, the same Orwellian transformation in countries all over the world at the same time. Because these subsidiary networks of secret societies and semi-secret groups and other groups that interface between that and the public society, their role is to get control of their country's political system, economic system, media ownership system, and therefore move that country in line with the centrally dictated agenda. Now this is what I wanted to talk about at this election. Not just, although it's important, DNA databases and surveillance cameras. That is one important, yes, but it's an expression of this agenda. It's not it. And if we get caught in that, then we're never going to stop the jackboots in dark suits from completing their agenda. And that's what it is. To enslave humanity globally in ways that I'll come to. So this network operates the secret agenda and then finds the excuses within the movie, our daily experience, to justify the agenda being introduced. And what they do, therefore, is manipulate both sides in the various situations they want to manipulate. Why? They want, symbolically, to know the outcome of the football match before the kickoff. They're not interested in states of flux and uncallable situations. They want to know what the score's going to be before the teams have left the dressing room. Now, if you control one side, you are going to influence the football match. You're not going to control the outcome. To control the outcome, you have to control both sides. And that's why, when you're investigating this, you don't just look at the fors or against something which is in line with the agenda. You look at those who are on the other side of the debate because they want to control the debate by controlling them. And by controlling the debate, they control the outcome. So, example. The Bush family and the Clinton family are supposed to be opposing each other politically because one's a Democrat and one's a Republican. Why then, as I've exposed in my books and people who knew them have exposed from their own experience, that these families are like that and go back a long, long time. During the Reagan-Father Bush administration, the Bush family and the Clinton family, Clinton was then governor of Arkansas, were running drugs, a massive operation, through somewhere called the Mena airstrip in Arkansas, which was part of the Iran-Contra thing. They go back a very long way. From 1980, when Reagan-Bush came in and Father Bush was the real president in terms of power, right through to now, in 2008, a Bush or a Clinton has been in the presidency. And they are two masks on the same face. The president is a puppet controlled by the forces that put him there, that funded him there with the cuckoo amounts of money they give. Cheney is more powerful in the White House than boy George Bush. Why? Because Cheney's higher in the hidden hierarchy. And this is the point. The higher you are in the hidden hierarchy doesn't translate necessarily to the hierarchy we see in the public arena with presidents and vice presidents. But the power hierarchy in the public arena does mirror the power hierarchy in the hidden agenda. This man has been president. This man's been running America. Our enemies are innovative and resourceful, and so are we. They never stop thinking about new ways to harm our country and our people, and neither do we. So if he's not been running America, who has? And then, this is another way where the debate kind of diverts people. I've been hearing for the last 8 years before Blair left office, Bush controls Blair. Bush can't tie his shoelaces without help. Bush controls Blair. No, no. The reason Blair has not been able to cough without asking through his period in office before Brown took over is because the same shadow people have been controlling Bush as have been controlling Blair, and that's why you can't get a cigarette paper between their policies and their actions. Nothing to do with Bush control. Bush controlling Blair, he can't control himself. And now, Hillary Clinton, John McCain, Barack Obama stands for change you can believe in. These people are controlled by the same force. Interesting, you know, when Clinton came in, Bill Clinton in, 92, he kept talking all the way through his election campaign. Change, I stand for change. He's going on, Obama. Change, I stand for change. Why? Why do they play that game? Interesting. Because of the way the system stitches up people, denies them choice, denies them equilibrium, happiness, and all these things, and what they desire. At any point in time, the vast majority of people are not happy with their status quo. So anyone who comes along and says, I stand for change, oh yeah, anything's better than this, yes mate, change. Very powerful because of that situation. Now, Barack Obama, his main man, and it's not just in this election, it goes back a long time, is a guy called Zbigniew Brzezinski. Brzezinski was the national security advisor in the Carter administration, and he went public in the last year, 18 months or so, admitting that he, in that position, worked to manipulate the Soviet Union to invade Afghanistan because he wanted to weaken the superpower, and in his words to the effect of, I wanted to create for them their Vietnam. It didn't matter that he did that, except that that invasion cost 1 million Afghan lives. Matters nothing to these people. They don't have empathy with the consequences of their actions for others like we have empathy. Empathy is a fail-safe mechanism for human behavior. Take it away and there are no limits. And as a result of that invasion, he and those that followed him in the Reagan-Bush administration and British military organizations too, trained tens of thousands of people in Pakistan, where the intelligence agency, the ISI, is the CIA Pakistan branch, to fight the invasion and resist it, to cause the Russians as